This guy's content is like school project level quality, and he's got almost 6 million subscribers.
Listen up, folks. If you live in the small town...
You need to grow an audience, bro. Uncle's still doing this.
Maybe it's because we're not in middle school anymore.
I have watched videos on YouTube of people bashing me about my comedy videos, saying, oh, they're so cringe, you need to quit YouTube, all this other stuff.
Luke Davidson was easily one of the most famous TikTokers in the early 2020s. He got dozens of millions of views a video, he gained millions of followers a year, and everyone knew who he was. But now, his comments are filled to the rim with hate, he constantly is being hit with hate videos, and his views have gone from millions to barely even 1,000 each. So, what happened? Today, we'll get into it. Disclaimer, we are not hating on Luke in this video, but we will be criticizing him in some areas while standing up for him in others. Anyway, I also want to remind you to subscribe to my animation channel. It's at Coco Animated, and I have a huge project coming this summer, and you don't want to miss it. I also want to give a quick note that I am very sick, so my voice sounds lower and more crappy than usual. I can't really control it. I apologize for that. It's gonna sound a little worse than usual. I also want to, on my animation channel, reach 10 to 15,000 subs by summer so I can have a decent amount of people watch it when the project comes out, and my Discord server is also in the link. Now let's get into the video. Luke was the TikToker everyone knew. He blew up on TikTok during lockdown, and Bud was getting some serious views. I looked him up on Google, and there isn't much personal info about him other than that he likes golf, but one thing is for sure, this guy carried middle school TikTok. With his towel on the head, including his mom skits and his crazy facial expressions, there was no mistaking it. He knew how to ride the algorithm and get an insane amount of views.
Who knows George Washington? Luke, do you know George Washington?
No, I don't.
How about you, Lesha? Do you know George Washington?
I have no clue, miss.
Come on, class. Does no one know George Washington? Oh, Jesse, do you know George Washington?
What if he walked into the wrong classroom?
Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna hate, but holy crap, that was the most unfunny thing I've ever seen. Get it? Because no one knows who George Washington is personally. I'm not gonna explain it. Anyway, he wasn't the only one who started to blow up in the 2020s. The Manny Show and others saw massive growth during this time. I remember being in middle school and wanting to be someone like this online, so I thought skits were my thing. Let's just say, thank goodness I did not pursue that dream because holy shit, I mean crap, because my parents watched my videos, I would have been so cringe. I don't even think like Luke personally is that cringe, but I would have been so cringe. Anyway, Luke moved over to YouTube because of his massive success on TikTok. While his account was created in 2012, he started uploading about 4 years ago or during COVID. And when he did, he titled his first video in all caps, I hit 1 million followers on TikTok. That video gained over 300,000 views, so he began to upload more content about him being a TikToker and like the everyday life of one, which these videos got a decent amount of views. Then he began to make reaction content, which got much more views. One of his reaction videos gained over 20 million views, many reaching over 10. As someone who has a decent understanding about how much YouTube pays, let me tell you that could have easily paid between $50,000 to $100,000. Insane for one single video. So it was clear Luke was getting rich off YouTube and finding success there as well. When he first began to blow up, no one seemed to hate or care about him. But by 2022, Luke began to get hit by hate videos on YouTube and his hate comments in his TikTok sections increased. People were getting a little tired of his skits and crazy facial expressions. They called him cringe, repetitive, and stuck in 2020. We'll get into the comments a little bit more, but first let's uncover the hate videos that began to release on him. The hate videos were the very beginning of what would lead to Luke's ultimate downfall. The first was by a Cheeto, a commentary channel with a decent following.
But yeah, this guy's content is like school project level quality, and he's got almost 6 million subscribers.
Cheeto basically said that Luke was cringy and low effort. Luke responded in a fairly mature manner. He commented and explained why some things of his were cringe and also agreed with some points that Cheeto made. Overall, a very humble and respectable response. More people continued to make videos, and Luke would react surprisingly humbly as each video came out.
For assignments!
Oh, wait, I actually have a question.
Yeah.
Has this ever happened to you?
See, like, they're making fun of me, but it's not even making fun of me at the same time. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. And like I said at the start of the video, they're just well, I don't know if they're just doing this for like content or if they actually don't like my videos or what they think of my videos, but I'm taking it as it's just for fun.
And I don't mean to glaze this guy in any way. Like, there's plenty of things to criticize him for. Like, his reaction videos a lot of time don't credit the creators, which is very not okay. But his response, I must admit, to most of these videos is very appropriate. He's very polite and humble and kind when he responds. Of course, he could just be putting on a personality for the camera and trying to look like he's better than them. But overall, from what I've seen from these videos, he seems very humble and likable. I mean, this video, if you watch the full video of Luke reacting to these people, these two are so mean to him. Like, it's okay to find him cringe. Like, it's understandable maybe sometimes, but These people literally make like a 40-minute long video just making fun of him and tearing him apart and just making the most sarcastic humor the entire time. So it is surprising that he was able to react in such a polite manner. I mean, sorry to kind of like derail or go off topic, but I mean, a lot of people who do shorts and blow up have this massive ego for no reason because they're like fooled by the numbers they have. If you have over 1 million followers from shorts, that literally means less than someone who has 100,000 subscribers in long form because shorts are so easy to get views on. I used to make shorts and like my first ever shorts video got like 10,000 views. Imagine if I kept doing it. I could easily get some videos with 1 million views. It's just your audience isn't really loyal, and it's just so if you create shorts, chances are your audience isn't loyal. Most won't watch your videos and don't really care about you. Sure, there are some cases that prove this false, but overall, the ego of some shorts YouTubers who think they're somebody like better than everyone else is insane. Luke, surprisingly, in his videos I've seen of him, seems to recognize that he is the same as everyone and remains fairly humble when reacting to hate videos overall. There's no, I'm great, I'm an amazing person, that people just want clout from me crap. Luke realizes he's a shorts YouTuber. His name doesn't actually bring a ton of clicks, and he expresses that humbly. So Luke was able to gain support, and with his reactions to hate, most of the comments were talking about how kind and humble he was. People saw how respectful he was being, but then things sadly took a turn for the worse. Luke's TikTok comments went from worse to very worse. Very worse isn't a word, is it? Very bad. Worser. Horrible. I don't know. At first, it was just a you suck or you fell off every once in a while. But soon, it was filled to the rim with, I used to watch you in 2020. Let it go, bro. Bro carry 2019. Uncle's still doing this. They get more brutal. Hardest fall off of all time. Haven't seen bro since 2020. I forgot about bro. You get the idea. This is literally every single comment section of his. It is so hard to find a single positive comment. And as sad as it is to admit, according to the numbers, these comments may not be far off. Luke's channels on YouTube now struggle to gain even a fraction of what they used to gain. For example, his reaction channel, which used to get over 1 million views a video, now barely scrapes over 40,000 a video. And his other channels are clearly dying because they only get a few thousand videos a release, like his fact channel gets maybe 4,000 views a video. And I can already see the hate comment being typed out by that 10-year-old that types a hate comment under every single video of mine. Consistency, I know, right?
Well, 40,000 views is a lot of views, so why don't you shut up? He's got 17 million followers.
Exactly. 17 million followers and 40,000 views is pretty rough. Think about it. For my channel, 40,000 views in maybe the first month would be very badly flopping. Some of my videos that flop by the end of the month are about 40 to 50,000 views. And I have 140,000 subscribers. That is not even the tiniest percentage of his channel. So clearly, his channel seems to be dying. I mean, this is not, at the end of the day, arguing if he's a bad person or not. It's just, why are his numbers dying? Once again, this isn't a battle of like, oh, Luke Davidson is bad and cringe and he deserves to fall off and he fell off because he sucks now. No, it's literally a battle of statistics. Statistics you can't argue with. They've gone down. So before Luke Davidson 506 types a hate comment and docks me, just like, it's not personal, buddy. This is a fate a lot of shorts channels like this will face. At the end of the day, it's because they quickly go viral, but their audiences don't really stick around, and there's a lot more reasons, so we're going to get into those reasons now. Firstly, let's start with the repetitiveness of his videos. Remember, this is no attack, this is just simple criticism. His videos are very, very repetitive. If you look at his TikTok channel now and then you watch a video from 2020, nothing has changed. He's often doing the same exact skits again or very similar ones, telling the same jokes. He clearly hasn't spent any more money. Like, he hasn't tried to increase the production of his videos. I mean, sure, he still gets a decent amount of views, so it's understandable that he wouldn't want to do that. But overall, TikTok is constantly changing. And if you're not able to change and adapt and impress your audience in new ways and constantly change for them, it's just inevitable that you're likely going to fall off. I mean, just take my channel, for example. I'm constantly changing my thumbnail style all the time. I change it because it gets boring to use the same one over and over again. Sure, lots of channels this works for them, but me personally, I feel like I need to change them a lot because it gets too repetitive if I keep the same one for too long. Sure, if a thumbnail works really well, I'll use it for a while, but over time, I eventually start using a different style. And of course, no hate to anyone that uses a similar one. This is just me personally.
Number 12. Number 4. What's going on? Why is everyone laughing? We've all been in this prison for so long. We all know the same jokes. So rather than saying the whole story, we just yell out the number. Oh, okay. Number 6. Why is no one laughing? No offense, but some people know how to tell a joke, and some people don't.
I mean, look at this video. It's from 2024 and it's a simple green screen and simple filters. Anyone could make this video. There's really no change since 2020, considering that Luke has made hundreds of thousands of dollars from social media. I mean, it's his choice and he still gets a decent amount, but nowhere near what he used to get. I mean, that's just something that I noticed. Now, moving on, there's something that he couldn't control, and that's TikTok's short attention span. TikTok moves on constantly. They choose a person, give them attention, and then move on quickly. And if you're not able to constantly follow trends perfectly and change with it, it's likely that TikTok will leave you behind and see you as a fallen creator. If you think it is hard to stay relevant on YouTube or any platform, TikTok is literally next level. It is so hard. I'm telling you, trends die within 24 hours. Accounts that got millions of views are dead within an hour. You are fighting to the death. It's like the Hunger Games, but you're trying to get someone's attention. It's insane. You are fighting to the death to get someone's attention. And yes, I blocked out the word death because I'm that greedy for money in monetization. And I'm going to warn you now, the criticism is going to be taken up a notch. It's going to get a little more personal. So if you really, really don't want that, click away. I have plenty of other videos that aren't criticizing people. Anyway, once again, don't hate Luke, just criticizing and explaining the possible reasons behind his massive decrease in views. Now, moving on to the next reason, I assume, is that he makes reaction content on YouTube. Let's focus specifically on YouTube for a little while. And reaction content is just in itself low effort and ununique. There are so many channels competing for reaction, and they all have like the same edit style, and there's really nothing unique about them. And at the end of the day, if the audience finds a channel they like better, I mean, what reason do they have to follow and watch Luke's videos? They could watch the beloved Sniper Wolf that totally didn't dox someone. They could watch Mr. Beast's channel, which I think is like dead now. He hasn't uploaded in like a year, but there are a million other channels that they could watch. Reaction channels in themselves are just so ununique, so unoriginal. I mean, Luke's content was literally identical to Sniper Wolf. No, in no way am I saying he copied her. She copied like a million people herself. She's just the most popular person with that kind of content. My point is that the content is just so like unoriginal, ununique, and overdone. It's bound to fail eventually. Unless you are a super massive creator with tons of following like Mr. Beast. It's just like it's gonna fail over time because it's just so like there's not much there at the end of the day.
We've been eating food wrong our entire lives, but I don't really believe that because I don't think there's a right way to eat food. As long as it gets in your mouth, you're good to go, but we're gonna see how we're eating wrong. All right, to start it off, we have, what are they called? Chopsticks. How could I forget they're called? What are they doing? What are they doing? I mean, I must admit, I don't really know how to use chopsticks. I've used them a couple times in my life and I'm not the best at them. Huh? Wait, what? What? I'm so confused.
Like, he's literally the male version of Sniper Wolf, but one with, I guess, a much more humble and respectable personality. I mean, he's just talking really fast and kind of like being loud with fast editing, but there's nothing really there. And that moves me to my next point of, at the end of the day, there isn't much to attach to his character. He doesn't really have much to attach to. All we know about him is his simple joke shorts and his fast reactions. Like, there's not really like I don't know how to explain it, but there isn't really someone like you can connect to behind the screen.
May I help you? Like, do we got a problem? You looking at?
And yes, he makes lots of relatable content like this that the audience can relate to, but there isn't much personality to attach it to. And I'm not saying I'm like the top YouTuber with a personality and stuff. I'm just saying it's harder when you make just reaction content and short comedy skits to actually connect with your audience because you're not really talking to them. You're not really telling them your feelings or your opinion. There isn't much to connect to and attach, and there isn't much reason to stay. And I obviously didn't go to his channel, log in, hack his password, and check his channel stats and see what the majority of his audience is, but I'm guessing a large part of his audience are kids. I mean, kids are the main audience on YouTube Shorts, and they would love his comedy skits. I'm not guessing a lot of older people probably don't watch it. And his reaction channel, that's usually targeted towards kids because realistically, kids are the type to watch that kind of stuff. And in no way is that a bad thing. He doesn't make anything inappropriate. And overall, he seems like a decent person for kids to watch. He's not really rude. I would have nothing against that. But kids in themselves aren't always the most like loyal audience. They just want to watch something quick and exciting, and they probably will forget about you within the day. And it's been 4 years. Kids grow up fast, and sometimes you can't always connect with the younger generation. They're too focused on Skibbity Toilet. Maybe Skibbity Toilet is more interesting than reaction channels. Who knows? But the point is, kids are a short audience. Like, they're going to move on, and if you can't connect to the next generation and can't really compete with Skibbity Toilet, no offense to Luke, I would rather watch his reaction videos than Skibbity Toilet. Okay, Skibbity Toilet's pretty good. I don't know if that's a hard decision. Overall, the point is it's iffy with kids. And it can be harder to connect to an audience that is much younger than you. When I look at my stats, and I know they aren't always accurate because people can enter into different details about themselves that aren't true. I don't know. I don't really care. But according to my stats, the people that watch my audience, the majority of them are between like 14 to 24 or something, which is perfect because that's like right in my age range. Since I'm 16, like I kind of can connect and understand what people my age would like to hear and overall what they find funny and what they're interested in. But it can be harder to connect to a group that's completely different than you, that you probably don't remember what you liked when you were 6 years old. Like, it's hard to understand the younger generation. So it's not even Luke's fault. It's just it can be hard to determine these things. And I'm going to apologize again because holy crap, this is so frustrating. My voice will not talk properly. It just keeps on like cracking because I'm sick and I'm so tired of it. Anyway, to continue. Now, not only are Luke's views very much down, if you go to his comment sections, you can't find anything positive, and every day on YouTube there seems to be a new video hating on him. It looks pretty bleak in the future, so the question is, will Luke be able to create new content or be able to escape this hate or this massive decline? Well, at the end of the day, there's one simple answer, and that is yes, it is very much possible. I'm not going to lie and pretend like his channel is a huge, massive gravesite and he gets 0 views a video. Every once in a while, he still goes viral. And he's definitely far from completely fallen off. He's just seen a massive decline over time. But he has 17 million followers. He has plenty of chances to change his content, update his content, or grow his channel in different ways. He's got plenty of chances to blow up again.
Here's the Karen. You can tell by the haircuts. I don't know. Usually the Karen haircut is more like that, but what's happening? And what's the noise?
How is that? That's shame. Do you guys have any children? Do you have any children?
I mean, he's got to try something other than reaction content. A few years ago, reaction content was really like a huge thing. Reacting to Karen content and stuff could get you so many views, but overall, due to so much criticism towards it, as a lot of reaction channels, including Luke, don't credit the creators, essentially stealing their content, it's just become less likable towards the YouTube community. So overall, we've just seen a decline in interest in topics such as Karen's, and overall, it's just Luke's gonna have to change something if he wants to get his old numbers again. And I know, who am I to talk? I'm tiny compared to him. I'm just saying from my perspective, I've seen his videos in 2020 and I've seen them now, and just seeing the amount of hate he's getting, I think the way he could show these haters or prove them wrong would be to try something incredibly new and blow up with that method. And overall, just prove these people wrong, because we don't see that currently. So also, I thought I was going to quick do a thank you for the play button I recently got. I wasn't able to order it before, but I finally got it. I know, 40,000 subscribers later, I'm finally able to get the 100K play button. So I recorded the brief unboxing of it and just wanted to thank you guys with a voiceover. So here it is, and thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Okay, here I am unboxing it. I want to thank you guys so much. It's like the coolest thing ever. It's like the silver button, super exciting. You gave me this note along with it. Once again, just want to thank you guys so much for making this possible. This is the absolute dream come true, and it just feels so cool because I literally earned this by working so hard with these videos, and I couldn't do it without you guys. Check out my animation channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you. You guys literally made my day with this. Thank you. Wouldn't be here without you, and see you in the next one. Bye.